The Jackson Family, a journey of faith and a rescue. After the first group of saints went to the Salt Lake Valley, thousands of other saints went too. They traveled a long way, and the Lord helped them. One family who made the journey was the Jackson family. They left their home in England and were excited to go help the saints build Zion. The Jacksons crossed the ocean on a ship. Then they took a train part of the way to the Salt Lake Valley. They would have to walk the rest of the way. They made a small handcart to carry their food, clothing, and other things they wanted to bring. Many saints made it safely to the valley this way. Elizabeth and Aaron Jackson pulled their heavy handcart. Their children, Martha, Mary, and Aaron Jr., walked. It was hard work. They hoped to get to the valley before winter. But when the fall came, they still had a long way to go. It was starting to get cold, and they were running out of food. In Salt Lake City, Brigham Young found out about the saints who were coming to the valley. He worried about them. The next day at church, he told everyone that these saints were in trouble. He asked them to fill wagons with things the saints would need. Go and bring in those people, he said. Women in the meeting took off their warm socks and put them in the wagons. Others gave their food, blankets, shoes, and clothing. 2 days later, more than 50 men and 20 wagons left the valley to go help. As the Jackson family kept walking, snow started to fall. Aaron got very sick. It was hard for him to walk. The saints needed to cross a freezing river, and this made Aaron even weaker. That night, Aaron died. Sadly, his family would have to keep going without him. The next morning, more snow was on the ground. The Jacksons and the other saints pushed and pulled their handcarts through the snow. They prayed every day that God would help them. One night, Elizabeth was worrying about her children. They were hungry and cold. Would they make it to the Salt Lake Valley? She fell asleep and dreamed that she saw Aaron. He said, "Cheer up, Elizabeth." He told her that help was coming. Aaron was right. Soon the men from Salt Lake arrived with their wagons. They gave the saints food and clothing. The saints cheered and laughed and hugged the men. They sang a hymn and thanked Heavenly Father for answering their prayers. When they finally got to the valley, it was Sunday. Brigham Young told the members of the church in Salt Lake City that instead of going to church, they should go welcome the saints who had arrived. They greeted the cold and tired saints and invited them to stay in their homes.